So he can do whatever you and me can't do. He drives, he swim, he plays football, he can comb his hair, he can put his clothes on his body, he can. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, hi Dimple. I'm
Is it
quite
audible
well.
clearly?
I'm excited to see you.
Wonderful. It's been a long time. I think the last time we got connected, it was Chhat Puja, correct?
Yeah, number. I think, yeah, number. Yeah,
It's been a very long time. Can you tell me how
yeah.
have you been, and what are the growths, and what are you up to?
I'm up to great. I think life is flawless, good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my English skill is growing. And yes, I'm happy.
All right, I'm very excited to evaluate you today after a month of conversation.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Okay. Okay, obviously, I'm sure that you must not be having any session notes for the session, right? Correct.
No.
Okay. So I give you the liberty to choose a topic. Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I said that I give you the liberty to choose a topic. Please tell me the topic that you would like to have a conversation about today.
No, 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 no. I do not want to throw any topic. You pick up the topic and then we can have discuss.
Sure, sure.
We
That
can.
would be better. All right. We would not choose a topic. Let the conversation flow as it is, and we will obviously come up with a topic of course, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
so first
yes.
of all, tell me about your fitness journey. You seem a little tired today. What happened?
No.
Maybe maybe I would say that you seem to be a little leaner today.
Oh,
To me, to the
leaner today. Yeah, I'm doing 75 hard. Have you heard about 75 hard?
uh-huh, yes, I have heard. Okay, you're doing
Yeah,
how
yes, yes.
today? What's the date today?
So today is 61st day. Okay.
Oh man, that's great. 61 days, it's a
Yes.
great achievement.
And
Consistent.
yeah, and maybe that is the cause. Okay, I'm
Mm.
looking a little bit leaner. Or yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you seem to be a bit leaner and a bit fatigued from your face because there was a different charm, right? It seems like you're working out even more.
Maybe yeah.
Okay.
I'm yeah. Because I have to find out 1 hour for workout in the morning, and the
Mhm,
evening I have to work out for
mhm,
one hour, and again I have to move my body with my clients, so it's too
mhm,
much for me. So maybe
mhm.
because of that, I'm a little bit looking weaker, I think. Like
No, no, no. It's not that you're weaker. You're obviously perfect. It's just that you seem to be leaner than the last time I talked with you.
yes, yeah, yeah, great.
Okay. Okay, so tell me about the things you're doing in the 7-5 hard challenge. Yeah. So I was asking that tell me about the things that you're doing in the 75 hard. Your workout is for 2 times, right?
Yeah, yeah. I start my day at 3 o'clock in the
Okay.
morning,
Uh-huh.
and then I meditate, I pray, I practice gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
and then I read a book for 45 minutes. In 75 hours, you have to read 10 pages of a book, okay, every day. So read, and then I whatever I have shoot the video, I have to edit it and put it on social media.
Okay, so you're uploading videos for 75 hard also?
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
perfect.
And then I leave my home to train people in the park. I go to park around 5 o'clock or something, 5:15, and
Mm-hmm.
I train them till 9 o'clock, and then I come back home. And no, I then I go to the gym straight away from there, and then I what after having 1 hour session in the gym, I come back home and make my breakfast or brunch, whatever you say,
Mm-hmm.
and then I take a rest for 1 hour or sometime 1.5 hours. I sleep, take a
Mhm.
nap, and then wake up. And again, what else? I have to go through. If I have clapping session, I attend them,
Mhm.
and then I have to go through podcast or motivational and seminars on YouTube. And then again, I leave my home around 5 o'clock in the evening to train people, as well as I train myself. No, middle of that session.
Mhm.
So and then I come back home in the evening around 9:30, 9:15 or 9:30, and
Mhm.
prepare my dinner and then hit the bed.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, so in the 75 hard, what attracts me the most is the books. Obviously, because of my interest, right? So tell me about the books that you have read so far in these 61 days. First of all, tell me about the books. What books have you read?
I started with Bhagavad Gita and I read it in 15 days, and then read The Power of Subconscious Mind, and then apart from The Power of Subconscious Mind, and then I read and The Life Without Limits, The Life Without Limits, and then I'm reading right now The Secret of Millennium Mind.
Okay, that's a lot, I would say. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about all of these books that you have read. Which was your favorite read?
Favorite read is obviously I have been reading Bhagavad Gita, so I think that is the different level. I would not say that is my favorite. That is, if you are mature, then
Mm-hmm.
that of course that is. But if you to compare with both have different aspects, and this is teaching me how to be millionaire, and this book is teaching me how to overcome your obstacles. Right, this man is without some arms and legs, and he can do what you and I'm sorry.
Without any arms and legs.
Yeah, without arms and legs. Okay, so any arms and legs, whatever you say. Sorry, whatever. No, I can do. So he can do whatever you and me can't do. He drives, he swim, he play football. He can comb his hair. He can put his clothes on his body. He can eat. He can do skydiving. He can type 50 words per minute. He's a
Mm-hmm.
motivational speaker. He feed almost millions people around the world. He travel around the world. So yeah, this is the story about his life, and both are my favorite.
Okay, so obviously, so basically, the books that you're reading is upskilling yourself, is not just upskilling but also motivating you, giving you the inner motivation, right? Be it in the spiritual format or in the non-fiction format, isn't it? Okay, so I really want you to give me one by one small and short summary of all the books you've read. Okay, so now let's switch to the Millionaire Mind.
A millionaire mind is all about your mindset. Okay, and it says that what you think so you will achieve in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people they are not rich because they think like, okay, they cannot be rich. Rich only for those people who has good background. Their parents are wealthy. Okay, they have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of knowledge. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
poor people and middle class people think like that, but that
Mm-hmm.
is not true. The author of this book is T. Harwaker. His father was carpenter, and he has nothing. He had worked in laborer, okay, and factory. And when he started studying about the successful people at autography, biography, he got to know they were built absolutely zero in the beginning, but at the end of their life, they built their empire. So that's how he learned. He started believing, I can, if they can be, if they can do, I can also do. If they can be, I can also be. So he started learning, started executing things, how they build it from rag to riches, how they became. And he started applying, he started learning, he started looking, investing money, saving money, and yeah, he became millionaire. So before accomplish anything, you have to inculcate a belief in your heart that, okay, I'm going to be millionaire in next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I'm going to be. You have to build this habit, believing that you have power, you have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you are going to learn. You are going to know that knowledge, how you can be. And first of all, he's saying that affirm declaration is words that keep your heart, keep your hands on your heart and say, okay, I am going to become a best entrepreneur, or a best salesman, a best businessman, or a best speaker on your heart. Okay, keep your heart on your keep your hands on your heart and say, I am going to learn whatever it takes to be a successful person. And then put your index finger on your hand and say, I have a millionaire mind.
Oh, there's
Because
also.
why? Yes, why? Everything is made of energy. The moment you speak the kinds of word you speak, there is a frequency of that sounds. Okay,
Mm,
vibration and frequency. When you speak the words like I have a millionaire mind, that the sensation, the vibration, you are releasing in the universe.
mm,
And universe has also own frequency of rich people, or wisdom or intellect or knowledgeable, whatever you say, prosper, happiness. When your frequency and universe frequency match with the coherence each other, then you will attract, you will act like that way.
mhm.
So if you believe that uh, you are going to become a millionaire, sooner or later you will become, and because that's vibration change the frequency of your body, and you that force your body to go ahead and take action.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the story.
All right. So I can see a lot of books behind you, isn't it? That
Yeah,
means you've been reading for a very long time, right?
yeah,
All right. So you also have a YouTube channel. You also upload content over social media. Why not? Why don't you pick up a book and specifically, and record a video for 5 minutes and 10 minutes talking everything that you've read? It has a lot of benefits,
yeah,
right?
I know. Yes, you are right.
Have you done that?
I can talk. I think I can make a video of 10, 15, 20 minutes. But
Uh-huh.
to be very honest, I put this kinds of conversation video on YouTube, and that is why
I
I'm
know,
not fascinated.
I
You
know
know,
that.
because
You know,
already I'm putting a lots of videos on YouTube, and again
huh.
I have to find out a separate time. Then of course I will do whenever the clapping go session will be over. Okay, when I stop taking
Why do
session
you
from
want
clapping go.
why do you want to, end the sessions on clapping? Well, keep it in continuity. It takes less sessions, but keep it in continuity, okay?
Yes,
And
yes, yeah.
and
Maybe I can reduce.
well, you can create a basically, the thing is that we get, when when it comes to social media, we get a little greedy in terms of views. Oh, I'm not getting any views. How do I upload videos? There's this, it's a mindset somewhere or the other. For books, I would say do it for your improvement, right? You're actually
Yeah,
learning a lot from your books, and you should definitely share that, right? As you're sharing, you're learning with the conversation, these conversation on YouTube. People are learning from that. Maybe people are grasping some really good things from you, isn't it? There is also a very good aspect of yours that you are reading books. You have a big collection. Even if you pick up one book in every single video and talk about it for 5 minutes, it's not just going to be a video. Or maybe, I'm not very sure how much other people will get benefit from that, but you will get 10 times, 100 times benefit out of it. If you're talking 5 minutes on a book, that means while reading, you are going to be very much engaged, right? You will have to prepare your notes side by side, that what is important, what is not important. You'll learn the art of bifurcating the important and the and declutter the things. You'll learn the art of summarizing. Yeah, all right. There are a lot of benefits when you start
yeah, I
summarizing books.
understand. Yeah, true, true, true.
And if anybody clicks on your video, like let's say if I want to know the summary of the Millionaire Mind, from a person, obviously there are a lot of people, who are professionals in telling the summaries, but I want to know a summary from a person who has just read it in a simple terms, isn't it? So obviously, I can if I click on your video, I'll be a fan and I will be watching all of your videos, right? Why I say this right now while you was explaining about the summary, it didn't feel like you're just talking about it. It felt like you have felt that book and then you are expressing that feeling about that book. Okay, it was not just a mere summary; it was the feeling that you were describing. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm suggesting you this. You should
Sure, and
definitely
no,
do this.
Yes, I appreciate your suggestion. I will work on that. I have already these kinds of thought in my mind, but
Mm.
if I could not stop my put a video on YouTube, I could have putting this kinds of summary on YouTube video. But
You can
already
do
I
that.
have a lot
If
of
people are
content.
learning, if people are
Yes,
learning conversation from you, then they will also be interested in the book, in the books
and
also.
and and let me show you this
Yeah,
book. I'm
please.
so fascinated to read this book. Okay,
Oh,
because
wow.
and why I'm saying this.
Mm-hmm.
And why I'm reading this Bhagavad Gita, Life Without Limits, and this the Secret of Millennium Mind. I'm not reading first time. I'm revising third time this time, back to back. I'm reading
Wow.
back to
You're a
and
great.
also I read back to back. I don't read once a book. I read at least three times, 2 or 3 times minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And right now, after finishing this one, okay, I'm going to read. This is so interesting topic. Is the title
Exactly.
of this book is How to Read a Book,
Mm-hmm.
and this book is of 410 pages.
This is the irony in itself. Like you're reading a
Yes,
book on how to read a book.
how to read a book, and
Correct.
this knowledge, this kind of knowledge, our school, our parents, our friend, our community, our college, our private institute. No, no one taught this knowledge how to read. Everybody say, "Oh, read," but they never taught how to read.
Hmm.
Right. So that is why I am more indulged towards self education than conventional education,
I
and
get that.
I believe that conventional education are scam. Okay, and I hate when parents are spending wasting their a lot of money in private school. I feel like
You can
get
do
out.
it all on your own if you have that willpower and that mindset,
Yeah, mindset. Yeah.
isn't it? Correct. I'm really glad, Deepak, that you're working a lot toward your self improvement, self growth, and it's if you work on yourself, you're not just working on yourself, but in a way, you are working for society also, right? If you're doing something, and if people will come across you and will see how you're doing, they'll also get inspired. And I would always say that whenever I talk with you, I always get inspired, right? Okay, so it was. I remember it was the last time when we had a conversation on the fitness. I had told you I'll start working out, I'll start exercising, and I did that as well. Okay. Um, though after some time, I actually got a leg injury. After that, I just stopped everything completely. And this time, you are motivating me again to not motivating. I would say you have helped me to unleash the love I had for books which I was not reading. Obviously I cannot show you currently the books that I have right now, but I do also have a similar kind of
Yes,
book.
yes, yes,
Most of
yes,
the books
yes.
I prefer, like I physically it's not possible for me every time to read a book. I generally my screen time is really high. Is
Yeah,
really
I
high.
understand. I understand. I
So
understand.
what I do is that I keep listening to the books sometimes, if it is not possible for me to read. Right, there are a lot of audiobooks now available, which has made learning. I would say learning is easy, isn't it? It's if you even if you're not able to read it, at least you can listen it.
Yeah, that's why I said at least 10 minutes of learning is better than no minutes of learning.
Correct.
Right. And that's
Mhm.
what I try to explain my acquaintance or unknown or my students or my relatives. Learn. Learn, please. 5 minutes. Find out the time to learn.
Correct.
And that will nurture your brain. And once your brain will be nurtured, the labor of your fruits will be so beautiful, so sweet, and you love eating your fruits. Okay,
Correct.
so
Deepak, I would say again, like, before this conversation ends, I have had a lot of conversation with you, and every time I see a really dynamic motivational speaker in you, and I really want to see you on a really big stage, be it Juice Talk, TED Talks. I don't really know what are those big stages, but I really want you to see over there one day. Okay.
Yes, one
I
day,
really
you can see,
we
you
have
can
to.
see.
And one more thing I want to highlight: you have dramatically improved over your grammatical mistakes. Okay, you have dramatically improved over your grammatical mistakes. Again, I'm repeating. Okay, you. I would definitely say I remember, still remember the 4 to 5 months. I think it was 5 months ago we had a conversation. That was also not very frequent, but I think it's more than 6 months even. I remember I was pointing out your grammatical mistake, Deepak. It is like this, it is like this, isn't it? But this time I didn't feel like, interrupting and saying something. No, it is incorrect. It is incorrect. No, it was not like that. So this is a major improvement. But still, if I'm leaving you, if I, before I leave this session, I'll leave you again with one task. You have to improve on your pronunciation. Okay, they're not all, not everywhere. There are some long words like you pronounce entrepreneur. Was
Uh,
that pronunciation? Okay, okay, you have to on. It's entrepreneur. A lot of
Entrepreneur,
people
entrepreneur.
get,
Okay.
confused. I'm
Okay.
so sorry, I lost track of the words. I couldn't write during the conversation. I was so
No
involved
problem.
in it, so I
No
couldn't
problem.
highlight. But yeah, there were few words which you need to improve in your pronunciation. This is, if you improve on that, obviously you have a dynamic personality. You present things not just the way it is, but with by adding your feelings to it. Okay, so it's like, you're garnishing those thoughts, isn't it? All right, so this is
Yes.
a good quality. I really want you to, come up and become a superstar in this industry.
Yes, you can see. You will see one day.
You're already doing the millionaire mindset, so I'm sure it is not going to be very far.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a good journey, good conversation. I don't want it to end abruptly, but before we end the session,
Oh,
tell me about you know, tell me about something about your family. Like, how has everything been on your family's end? Because I remember the last time we talked, you were coming to Bihar and the Chhat Puja. So, how was your, festivals in that
uh,
time? Quickly
yeah.
tell me in 1 minute.
Yeah, festival was great, but there was a little incident happened with my ma,
Mm-hmm.
and she fell
What
down the
happened?
stairs, and
Uh-huh.
she got
Is she
injured.
fine? Like, was she
Yeah,
fine?
she is recovering now, and that was a little bit uncomfortable news for that. But now she is recovering. Everything is going good, flawless by the grace of God, and yes, if everything is fine by the grace of God, and yeah,
Great.
I love my life. I love my each and
Wow.
every moment of my life. Great.
It's really rare to listen from somebody that I love my life and everything like that. But I'm really happy that you're saying, and I really want you to mean it as well, right?
Yeah,
Everybody, everyone is struggling in some way or the other. But if we say these things, we are obviously strong,
of
isn't it?
course. Yes, yes,
So,
yes, yes.
all
And
right,
and
Deepak.
I
Ah,
believe that everything has a beauty on this planet. Very few people see. If
mm-hmm.
my mom fell down the stairs, still it was blessings. I didn't say, "Oh, why God this happened to me with my mom." No, I appreciated. I appreciate. I was grateful that moment.
But you
Still,
have to
I
be
said,
grateful that nothing more happened, right?
yeah,
Maybe
of course.
something
And a
more
few days
happened.
back, sorry. Now I remember, few days back, I met an accident. Okay, and by the grace of God, I fell down on the right side. If I could fell on the left side, the truck could run over me. Okay, so my bike is destroyed, and okay, I have sent it to claim, and those also my bike is being repaired. That
Mm-hmm.
done bike that I bought on November, I mentioned you.
I remember that bike you had bought on Dhanteras. You had told me regarding during that
Yeah.
festival time. You said that you also said that your mother would be angry if she got to know.
Yes, yes, yes. But I have not I never shared this news with my mom. Okay, still it's
You
been
haven't
one
told
week.
her to buy. You
No,
haven't told
no,
her to bought a bike.
no, no,
She
no.
doesn't know you have a bike.
So
Okay.
that's okay. Everything is good.
All
That is why
right.
if I appreciate my